Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby. Thank you for tuning in to episode 28 of our Path of Exile Affliction League Beginners playthrough. We are officially Zizaran's Boneshatter Slayer now. We did our first labyrinth. Worth mentioning at this stage, let me just drag this across for you. Trial locations. On the PoE lab website, there are trial locations. Obviously, we've done the normal lab. We've got all 6 trials for this through Acts 1 to 3. The Cruel Lab is our next labyrinth. We don't need to worry about the trials until Act 6. There's 1 in Act 6, 2 in Act 7. So we only need 3 trials for the Cruel Lab. And then the Merciless Lab, Acts 8, 9 and 10. Again, before the end of the Act 10 boss, you want to have done the Cruel and the Merciless Lab because you're going to take a 30% debuff to your resistances. Just worth mentioning that one. Trial locations on the PoE Lab website. If you're wondering where they are, we will get across them. We'll come across where they are. We'll get the prompt to say solve the trial in this area. I also just want to quickly mention I am low on currency. I've mentioned it a couple of times as we're playing through, purely because I've made the conscious effort on this playthrough to try and cover crafting a little bit more, because it can be a bit of a minefield. So you'll notice if you've watched my Toxic Rain playthrough and then you've jumped across and you're also watching this one, you'll notice I've been doing a bit more crafting on this one, trying to just show you how you work on a base item, quality it up, convert it, re-roll sockets, try and re-roll the colours and things. Hence why I'm a little bit light on currency. You guys at this stage may be in better shape currency-wise, especially if it's your first time through and you are playing like a single-player RPG and clearing all the zones and reading all the lore. Chances are you've got a lot more currency. I would love a few more alks. We've got some Chaos Orbs. We can always go and trade some Chaos Orbs and get a few more fusings, get a few more Alchemy Orbs. The Chaos Orbs, unless you're playing solo self-found, they just reforge a rare item with new modifiers. You may probably not end up using them in crafting as such, because you're trying to work on target crafting specific modifiers anyway, especially if you're upgrading an item using an essence and things. So Chaos Orbs predominantly are used as your trading currency. So if you are short on a specific, for example, we're short on fusings at the minute, I could always look at what the conversion rate is from Chaos to fusings and trade these in if I could get an answer from someone, and try and get a stack up of fusings. But just worth mentioning at this stage, you're probably a lot better off currency-wise than I am. Right. We are going back in to the Ruined Square and straight up to the Ossuary. We are getting close to the Act 5 boss, and I reckon we're going to do it this episode, he says. Famous last words. Jumping to the Ossuary, let me just check. We are running Pride again now. Enemies take nearby enemies take more fizz damage, so that will help. We're not having too many mana issues, he says. Famous last words. I just jumped into a wall and got stuck. That's always a good start, isn't it? Work our way through here. Again, for currency, if I really wanted to, I could go and farm the normal lab a couple of times. We've unlocked that by doing the 6 trials, so there's no limit to the amount of times we could farm that. That would definitely get us some gear to trade for currency. Okay, work our way around here. This one is usually just a big loop, because there's a crafting recipe and a switch that you need to get to, which is where the sort of quest objective is. Again, though, it's worth covering some of the zone because you can get things like this. Strong boxes. We may come across a Val area. There we go. There's an Elk. That was worth getting. Anything else in there? I don't think there is. We have leveled up. We'll take the shrine. That always deals crits. Again, that'll be absolutely no use soon when we build out into this resolute techniques where we never deal crits. Axe damage and attack speed. Fantastic. That will definitely help. Cutting Strike just leveled up. I think it's this way. It is this way. Okay, there's a sign of purity that we need. Now we need to access the Cathedral Rooftop and defeat Kitava. Act 5 boss time. Flick the switch. Get the crafting recipe. Physical damage rank 2. Fantastic. That'll be good for us. And we are literally straight back out of here. Okay. Cathedral Rooftop is usually top left-hand corner. So we'll hug this wall. That looks like a dead end. Here he is, I think. It is indeed. Okay, word of warning. This fight is tough. There's a lot going on. Alright, we have an essence to drop.
I do love the stink of victory.
We have yet another essence to drop.
Spirit is spent.
Very nice. 2 in one zone. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Again, somebody dropped a load of ones.
I believe in friendly light.
And that leather belt is only a plus 31, so that's not great. Alright, so we are full. Definitely full. That was close. That was close. 5 socket, not 5 linked. And it would have to be an axe. Now, there's one nice thing I've noticed with this build. You may have noticed it too. We can have 6 socket, 6 link, chest, and weapon. Because we're using a 2-hander. And what you find with a lot of 2-hand builds is, by the end of it, you do need 6 link setups on both. For this one, it doesn't seem like we do. We're only going to be looking for 1. So that does give us a couple of options, whether it's chest or the weapon. Now, bearing in mind, in the Toxic Rain playthrough, we got to maps and I didn't even get a 5 link. Right, I can't even pick up armorer's scraps and I do want them. So let's just ditch something little. Pick some of them up. Although this build was touted as a league starter, so that does help as well. Could be fairly cheap to set up. And should, normally, be relatively beginner friendly as well. Okay, we need to go up here. What I am going to do is just portal back quickly. Go and sell what we've got, free up some bag space, and then we'll come back in.
Freedom comes to
That flask any good? Nope. Minion flask, absolutely no good for us whatsoever. The belt, +4 max life. Brilliant roll that. We won't bother with that one. That'll do there. Let's go and stash currencies. Essences, spell damage and energy shield, not really any good for us. Lightning damage, again, not really great for us. Okay, straight back in. So that's the flasks refilled, including the additional armor one. We're going to go up to the apex, into the rooftop. I'm going to drop another portal here. Okay. The one big thing here, look out for the red on the floor that converges into a cross. And look out for his hand swipes as well. Those red ones, they hurt. They will one-shot you, pretty much. So far, so good. Now we need to kill the heart. So we'll get a few ads as well, but that gives our flasks a chance to refill. Okay. Doing okay so far. Here we go again. Okay, well, end of Act 5, we've still not died. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. That would be a good hardcore run by my regards. Alright, return to Wraeclast. So we have now taken a 30% hit on all resistances. We're at 62, 51, 69. So now, between Acts 5 and 10, we need to build them back up to over 75.
Is this what losing a fight feels like? Ugh.
I'm Captain. Remember,
Okay, Back to Wraeclast. Well done, guys. That's the end of Act 5. If you've got that far, we are back in Lion Eye's Watch, Act 6.
Alright. Don't think I'd be forgetting.
We need to clear the Twilight Strand, which means we need to kill all the mobs in there.
Despite your best efforts. Goodbye.
Let's go and speak to everybody. Find Bestel's manuscript.
First we Nessa.
And find Nessa. Okay. Do we get anything to sell? We didn't get a dime there, did we? Right, down to the Twilight Strand. Which was our very first starting area when we woke up on the beach. Now, these mobs, when you kill them, they do spit out some nasty stuff that drops on the floor. I recommend you kill them and then move out the way. There you go, that stuff. That hurts. But we've got to clear this zone. There's a boss here. Okay. That's him dealt with. Let's just go and clear any stragglers. There we go. All right. That's that zone cleared. And what we'll do, what have we got? We're on 17 minutes. Should we go and do, let's go and do a Wildwood, shall we? Now we've got a bit more power, so I'm going to follow these yellows, I think. Okay, they just go back in a circle. I would love to come across one of these NPCs for you. I don't seem to have much luck in here, though. And I do still struggle to see these wisps.
Spirit is spent.
Okay, there we go. And that's it, I think. We are done. Can't go any further. That's a shame. No, I can still backtrack.
2 of the 3.
A little bit of a lore item there. Nope, that's it. We are done. No NPC for us. Oh well. Never mind. Right, let's go back. Talk to Lily. Who is all the way down here.
Wretched sight.
Passive respect points. Okay then, we shall take. Worth mentioning at this stage, Lily, now you should be able to buy the majority of any gems that you're looking for. She has a nice full inventory of them.
Time and tide wait for no man.
There'll be time for that soon enough.
I can sell to you, can't I? You can have that. I don't even know why I picked that up. It was the only thing that dropped in that zone. Right, okay. So we are now heading back up familiar territory. We want to go up the coast. There'll be the waypoint here as normal at the end. We then want to go across to the Tidal Island again.
Time for an onward.
Even though they're similar zones now, you'll notice that the mobs are different. You should also notice they will hurt a bit more as well. There we go. Okay, what have we got here? We have leveled up. There's the waypoint. Excellent stuff. So we are still going for axe damage and attack speed. Jump back to town now. Quick check over these items that have dropped. See if there's anything worth saving. Gloves, fire damage to attack. Nope. 26 life, fire resist, lightning resist, bit of extra armor. The armor rating is really good on them. Unfortunately, we'd be losing our setup that we can't afford to lose. There we go. That's better. Anything to buy now we've leveled up? Tarkley will be the one. Nothing there. Specifically looking for 5 sockets, 5 links now. Okay, nothing there. Right. Straight back in. We'll go and do the Tidal Island. Nice quick zone that, and that will do this episode, I reckon. So we're now in Act 6. We want to be looking for, when we get into the prison, the first trial for the Cruel Lab. Go. Superior life flask. Strong box. Nothing in it. Brilliant. That was worth, wasn't it? Always find that. Right. All those can level up. There are bone shatters in the offhands. How are we doing for those, actually? Bone shatter here is level 10. And in here, yeah, they're all level 10 now. That's good. Okay, amulet with strength and int. Another armorer's strongbox containing identified items. 5 link anytime between now and the end of Act 10 would actually be huge. Okay, we are getting our intro to the heist mechanic. Yeah, 5 link now for our main attack would be huge. Okay, we are done here, I think. As good as. Back to town, go and do a sell. So, next episode, we'll have a look at the heist mechanic, shall we? Before we carry on with the quests. You are giving me a belt. Well, I'll take the life belt, just in case it rolls anything decent. Uh, 33 plus 7 max life, fire resist, lightning resist. I mean, it's okay. It's only got 40 max life total, though. And ours has actually got 56. So, the resistances are good. 21 and 17. Unfortunately, not enough life. And we are at 1796. So, by my reckoning, 5 acts at roughly 350 an act would have been 1750. So we're just ahead, only just. So we could really do with starting to build up some extra max life now as well.
Do I hear the click?
Use a rogue marker. We will do in a minute. So I've got a contract. I've got some rogue markers. We will cover that in the next episode. Thank you again for watching, folks. Really do appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. Again, if you are enjoying, I know a lot of you have been doing already, please drop a thumbs up on them. It does help other people find them. If you are new around here, subscribing to the channel would really help this little hobby channel grow. And I'll see you again soon. Take care.